Now entering the elevator to the retail underground. Enjoy the descent to the subversive layer of knowledge.
All right, we are live. What's going on tonight, everybody?
What is up, everyone?
Awesome. Let's see who we got in here. Joe's here. What's going on, Joe? How we doing?
What is up, Joe?
Josh, what's going on, buddy? How we doing? We got Facebook user. I'm guessing that's Francis. She's a regular for us, so I'm gonna guess that's got to be Francis. Joe says he digs the StreamYard thing. I can't stake claim to that. Somebody made that for us, but it's pretty cool, I have to say. I do rather enjoy it. That's for sure.
Yeah, we are not tech savvy enough to do it ourselves.
John, what's going on?
Hey, John.
Oh, look at that. He loves the MMA opening. I appreciate it. All right, guys. We are actually streaming this in the regular Facebook group for anybody that's in Retail Underground, and then we're also streaming it onto our YouTube channel and into the No Tie Required Facebook page as well. So anybody that's in those groups, welcome. This is something that we do on our Retail Underground group basically 3 times a week. So if you guys are interested in joining that, we'll put a link up there for you here in just a couple of minutes so that you can get all the information on that. Dan, what do we got for him tonight?
So today, guys, we got a couple different things. Kyle's got a really interesting one for crypto when we get to that segment. And yeah, don't forget also, guys, if any of you guys need one-on-one coaching with Kyle, reach out to him. He's going to have the link up and everything for that. But today we actually have driving external traffic through influencers or blogs, things like that. Correct? Is that the right way I want to say it? I don't want to say it incorrectly. But the thing that intrigues me with this, and when we were talking about it earlier today, is I think as technology advances and all these new apps come out and all, there's so many more. Blogging is always growing in popularity. But so are influencers. You use that word and you immediately think of the Kardashians or something like that. But there really are. There's so many just normal, what were at one point normal people all of a sudden became millionaires from reaching out. They have thousands or hundreds of thousands or even millions of people that basically wait on bated breath on everything that they do. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty amazing what they can, how they can push a brand. So let's get right to it. So first question is what is external traffic? Now, this is kind of this could be a quick answer, a long-winded answer, but one of the reasons we put this up here is we got a question Kyle had from a student a long time ago, and this was like one of their first questions, and it seems like a simple one, but I think you got a good answer for us. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so external traffic is really something where we are going to be driving traffic. It doesn't matter if it's going to Amazon, Etsy, Shopify. It doesn't matter where you're sending it to, but you are actually going out and actively getting that traffic for your site. You're not relying on something like maybe Amazon PPC or anything like that, which is important. But external traffic is extremely important as well if you want to grow and sustain an e-commerce business, and we're going to show how to be able to do that.
And I think one of the things that's important to know about external traffic is, and we're going to get to that next, but not only do I want to ask, is driving external traffic important, but also to do it. And I think that's the important thing. So tonight we're not going to get into everything, guys. Keep that in mind. With pretty much any topic that we cover on Retail Underground, there's so much to unpack that you're not going to get it all in 1 hour. We're going to do it. You'll notice, maybe in another month we'll have a same segment, but Kyle's going to go through a whole different way to do it because there's just so many different ways to do it. So anyway, question number 2, is driving external traffic important?
Oh, I think it's super important, mainly because, especially if you're looking at it from, let's say, Amazon, okay, because we have a lot of people in these groups that sell on Amazon. External traffic is so key because there's opportunities out there, and we're going to talk about this here in just a few minutes. There's opportunities out there to get cheaper external traffic than you're going to get maybe from, say, PPC. So there's opportunities out there to get it very, very inexpensively. But the other part of it too is the ranking part of it. Because Amazon is so keyword driven, when we drive external traffic, we have the opportunity to pick keywords specifically that we want to try to rank for and drive traffic to those keywords, individually and everything. And it's also rumored, and I know I've seen a big increase with it in my own business. And it is rumored by a lot of large sellers that basically when you drive external traffic to your listing, Amazon rewards you with more ranking juice every time that they generate a sale. And the reason for it is because essentially you're bringing Amazon a customer. More likely than not, that person's probably going to buy it from Amazon anyway, because that's what everybody does at this point. But in Amazon's mind, they're going to reward you by giving you additional ranking for that particular keyword, because you're bringing somebody to them and helping somebody purchase from them. So you are basically bringing them a sale, and then their commission that they're paying you is better ranking, which should lead to more sales in the future.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, we're gonna get right into it.
What's that? We got a special one here for Tales from the. Am I lagging again?
Yeah, you got a little bit of a lag going on.
I don't know what is going. I think it's these brick walls. I don't know what the heck is going on. I might have to move my studio door router, but I do have a Wi-Fi booster here. Seems to not help too much with that. So I've got to get that fixed for next one, but I'm starting. And this is actually something that comes from personal experience. When you guys set up a wallet, it doesn't matter where it is, whether, like I said, we've had wallets since 2017. We've had so many different wallets. And when you set them up, make sure you write it down somewhere. Keep it on one of those password keeping apps. I have lost, we were going through a Saturday. I've probably lost couple $1,000 from things like something stupid like Dogecoin. I put 100% in 2017 as a joke, and now legitimately it's probably worth $3 or $4 grand. No idea how to get to it because I don't remember my password, because crypto wallet passwords tend to be a little more advanced and a little more, they need more characters than what you're used to. And so that's my advice. Honestly, it's not even really a crypto stock tip, obviously, or crypto tip. It's just make sure you remember, keep all your information somewhere where it's safe, but also you can access it and won't forget it, because use me as an example, as a cautionary tale, if you will.
There's plenty of people out there that have definitely made that mistake. I did it when I first started out with crypto too. So guys, keep your passwords, all that type of stuff for your wallet safe, because if you can't remember how to get into them, it's going to be gone forever, basically. So I want to talk a little bit about Ethereum, and I know we've talked about it previously, but I want to talk more about Ethereum tonight because I think it's important to talk about that. You guys know my feelings on Ethereum. I love Ethereum. I do think it's going to be the largest winner of this bull run, as we're going through it. I think Ethereum is just kind of staying stagnant right now. It's down a little bit from where it was. I mean, it did get up to $2,000, which is what I kind of figured that it was going to do. And then the whole market went down on, what was it, Monday? I think it was Monday or Tuesday, whichever day it was, where the market went down. It's having a nice recovery today. It was definitely up earlier today. But I still think Ethereum is just sitting there primed to make a big run anytime. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen anytime. To me, Ethereum offers the best chance for anybody that's getting into crypto. It offers the best chance for massive gains. Bitcoin is going to be Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to do what Bitcoin's going to do. It's going to, I think, hit 250,000 before the end of the year. And I really do think that it will. However, to get to that point from where it's at right now, it's sitting at 50,000. It touched 57, 58,000, over the weekend. And a lot of people had predicted that at some point we were going to have a pullback. And I had said in my one video, we're bound for a pullback anytime. It just can't keep ripping right along without having some kind of a resistance where it's going to pull back. And I think Ethereum hasn't hit that stride yet where once it goes, it's going to really start running. I don't think it's out of the question that Ethereum, it's sitting right now. I think it was like 1700, prior to doing this stream right here. I don't think it's out of the question that gets to 15 to 20K before the end of the year. So I really think the opportunity for gains, and it could go higher than that. Some people are predicting it could go even higher than that. I think the opportunity for gains, especially for anybody that got into it early, even if you're getting into it now, is much higher than what you get with Bitcoin. And the other two things, and always remember this, the other two reasons that I think Ethereum and Bitcoin probably are the safest bet on the board, both of them, anybody that's been paying attention to what's going on with XRP Ripple, the SEC is investigating them. And I covered it in the Stellar video that actually just went out earlier today. They're under fire right now from the SEC. You don't have to worry about that with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Both of them have been classified as non-securities by the SEC. So they're both safe havens. We know that they're going to be fine. So for me, I would start with Ethereum personally. Bitcoin is top 3 in my portfolio, but I've got Ethereum and then Chainlink right behind it. I love Chainlink, and we're going to cover that on a different one, and we'll have a different video coming out, an update video on that as well. But I think right now Ethereum is just sitting there primed and ready to go.
Definitely.
All right. Let's do one more question here, and then we're going to do some screen sharing.
The bit most, probably as far as the traffic goes, I think this is probably the question that we get the most. It's expensive. The cost.
It can be if you're not careful, it can be expensive. There's no question about it. It is something that can be expensive. If you know what you're doing, or you know where to look to drive that external traffic, then you can absolutely save a boatload of money by doing this. And what ends up happening a lot of times is you can actually go and drive free external traffic if you really want to. And I'm going to show you kind of one way that does work really, really well, that you have the opportunity maybe to either drive some free external traffic or very, very inexpensive for the potential sales that you may get out of it. And what you want to think of when we're doing external traffic, what you always want to think of, especially if we're utilizing any type of influencer, it doesn't matter if it's a YouTuber, if it's an actual social media influencer, if it's a blogger, it doesn't matter what it is. What you want to remember is they have loyal followings, and they're people that follow what they talk about. A lot of times will buy what they're saying that is a good product and everything. So if we can get in good with different influencers, different bloggers, different YouTubers, they have captive audiences. Those people will listen to what they say, and a lot of times will purchase the same things for themselves, for their business, doesn't matter what it is. A lot of times because it came as a recommendation from a trusted source, or what they would deem to be a trusted source, that they view their content all the time. So what I want to do right now is let's do some screen share here. I want to show you guys kind of what I'm talking about, things that you can look for here. So let me get that pulled off here for a second. There we go. We good? Is that sharing?
I don't see anything yet.
Is that not sharing?
I don't see the retail. Oh, there we go.
No, I think you're on a big lag. Okay. So what I want to do is we're going to go back out to the front here. So guys, this is this is just a website right here. This is like a blog style website right here. And we're going to talk about utilizing bloggers because this is a great way to do it. Anybody that tells you that blogging is dead, guys, all you got to do is look at the amount of blogs that are actually out there. People wouldn't still be blogging if it wasn't profitable. Okay. Nobody puts that kind of time into typing stuff out and creating, a really nice looking website like this and everything if there's no money to be made in it. So clearly they are able to make money doing blogging. Okay. What I would recommend doing is finding a blogger in your space that you can build a relationship with. So for this example right here, basically what we're basing this on is, let's say that you were selling something in the baby category. For this, I was doing it based on if we were selling like baby monitors. Okay. Actually, my wife and I just bought a new baby monitor not that long ago. So it kind of worked out well as I was trying to come up with an idea of what I wanted to use for the example tonight. So all I did was I went to Google and I literally typed in baby monitor reviews. Okay. So look for somebody that either is blogging about it or doing some kind of like a review of different products. And it brought me to this site right here. Okay. So as I started looking at it, it gives you all the different, all these different reviews of these different products that they have and everything. And what I ended up finding, where did it go? There we go. Okay, so it had taken me to this page right here where it was best baby monitors, their top 10 baby monitors. Now, as you look down through, what you'll notice is, guys, they don't actually sell any of these themselves. These are not their products. They're just writing the review on this. So from their standpoint, they're more likely than not probably getting some kind of an affiliate commission to push this product. Okay. What does that tell us? Well, they're up for promoting different products. I mean, if you don't think that they are pushing these specific products, I mean, they very well might be great products. They might be, great baby monitors, but there's some incentive in there too. There's some incentive because they're getting some kind of a commission. So the one that I looked at that I thought was really interesting, I looked at all of them and pretty much 7 out of the 10 were on Amazon. Okay. The other ones, this one was actually its own website, but it was an affiliate link that this company is sending customers to through an affiliate link to this Nanit Plus website. So they're still getting a commission for doing it. The one that I pulled up on the screen here, though, was I just kind of randomly picked number 5, which is this Owlet Smart Sock and Cam. So as you go down through and you look at it, what you find out is right here, where to buy, check price on Amazon. Well, I already pulled it up on here and take a look at this. Oh, come on. There we go. That's per month. Okay. So in 30 days, this product is doing almost 200 grand on Amazon in 30 days. What does that tell us? Well, chances are, and they're sold out, it looks like too. Yeah, they're currently unavailable, so they're sold out. Chances are what's going on with this product right here is, and I'm sure this isn't the only site that they are using to their benefit to be able to push traffic, but they've probably got deals or partnerships with multiple, influencers, bloggers, stuff like that to help push traffic, because I'm sure the baby monitor market on Amazon is probably brutally competitive. So a way that you get a leg up, and they've got over 2,000 ratings at this point, but the way that you get a leg up in that is you don't just rely on Amazon to bring you that traffic. PPC is great. Problem is, if you're in a competitive market like that, you can't just rely on Amazon to bring you the traffic, because you're going to get eaten alive by PPC costs and all that competition. So what they're doing is they're going around that and using other sites, probably some YouTubers, probably Instagram, influencers, stuff like that, to be able to push that external traffic. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, well, how expensive is that for this Owlet company right here? How expensive is that for them to have this website, this blog, promote their product? Honestly, it's not very expensive at all if you find the right websites. And the reason for that is, if you look at their URL up here, this is an affiliate link. So this right here, the link that they're using, that this company's using, they have what's called an Amazon Associates account. Okay, Amazon Associates is Amazon's affiliate program. It's the largest affiliate program in the world. So this company is able to get paid a commission by Amazon for that sale. So this outlet brand isn't paying a dime for this product to show up at all. More likely than not, they probably reached out to this babygearessentials.com and said, hey, we've got this great product. You can check our reviews. We have amazing reviews. We'll send you a free sample of it if you want to test it first. And then if you like it, would you mind showcasing us? And then, this brand probably looked at it and said, yeah, that's great. They already get a lot of sales, a lot of traffic as it is. And, maybe we can push some sales that way too. And we'll just take a cut of it with our affiliate link. Okay. So, it ends up, it's a win-win. The blogging site gets a kickback from Amazon for promoting that product and making a sale. Mm-hmm. And the seller on Amazon, isn't out anything to advertise that product, and they're not even the one that has to pay the commission on it. Amazon takes care of that. So it's kind of a win-win, and it works out really, really well. So I would encourage, if it was me, and this is something I've done many, many different times with not only with blogging, but YouTubers, you name it, reach out to people that are in your niche. Okay. Reach out to sites that are in your niche and just see, is there any interest on their end in forming some kind of a partnership where they will showcase your product? Now, I already know that we're probably going to have somebody that's curious. How do you reach out to these bloggers? Well, you could see if you can find them on Facebook or Instagram or something like that. But most sites will, and I actually didn't check this ahead of time, but usually there's going to be some kind of, right here, contact. So you would literally just go there to the contact button, and pretty much just about every site has that. I'm not going to pull that up, but normally, yes, you would just pull that up and then send them an email and, just craft a really nice written email to them and see if they're interested in forming some kind of a partnership where they're going to showcase your product for you. Those can be really good down the road too. If you're getting ready to launch variations, if you're getting ready to launch add-on products, if you're getting ready to launch anything new to your brand, form those relationships early and utilize it often, because if it's successful for them the first time, they're going to want to keep on doing business with you as long as you can. And any product that you're bringing to market, they're going to want a piece of it because they know that it's going to make extra money for them. It's extra money for them to really not have to do a lot other than, put the article up. And then after that, they don't really have to do a whole lot with it in terms of promotion or anything like that. So it's, they put the work in once and then they keep getting reoccurring revenue from it.
Now, I really enjoy it. I hope I'm not lagging too much right now, but so how do you find, so let's say you're not selling baby stuff. So let's say you're selling home decor. A lot of people probably in here are planning to or are selling home decor. How would you find bloggers for that?
I usually just go to Google. I go right to Google and I'll just type in, you could type in your product if you want to, or just type in your niche that you're in and then start just kind of researching some sites and getting an idea what type of product are they. So let's say that you sell home decor and you're selling more of like a rustic type of decor. You probably don't want to go after a blogger that's targeting, metropolitan areas and stuff like that, where it's going to be much more modern furniture and different things like that. You really want to target, who your target demographic is. So you're going to want to find somebody whose website is much more geared towards country living and stuff like that, where, rustic is kind of the theme. So you definitely want to check that type of stuff out. And that really applies even if you're doing, let's say, let's say that you are utilizing YouTubers or Instagram influencers, look at who they typically are promoting to, what type of products they're normally promoting, and what their, if it's YouTube, what their channel is about first, get an idea who it is that you're working with to make sure that they actually do cater to your target audience for it. But typically I'll just go to Google and look up, literally it took me 2 seconds to find that site right there. And then, like I said, you start clicking on the links and it takes you to, right directly to all these different Amazon links. So, they're just promoting products and affiliate marketing for it. And like I said, I love doing this method because, it's highly targeted. I mean, that right there, literally, you can't get a more targeted audience that if you're selling a baby product than a site like that literally is, I think it was called babygearessentials.com or whatever it was. So you know that you're going to be catering to all the new moms and expectant moms out there, but then also it's a trusted source, if they, and there's a way that you can test the traffic on it too. Actually, you know what? Let me pull that back up real quick. Let me share it. And I didn't check this ahead of time, so it may not have been a great site. I literally, it only took, like I said, about 2 seconds to actually find that site. But here, let me pull up my screen again one more time for you, and I'll show you how to check and see like how much traffic does that site actually get for you too. Because that's actually really important too. You want to make sure that it's going to be a site that's going to drive some traffic for you.
Absolutely. And guys, and there are a million different types of blogs out there, not just blogs in general, but different genre blogs. There's, parenting blogs. There's not just parenting, but there's my new home blogs. There's, all these different types of home renovation blogs, anything. I mean, there's so many different ones, and, you don't have to do just one. You could try a couple. So if you're doing home decor, you could still try even a mommy blog, because you might find that if you have something that might go in a baby's room, but it's not necessarily for specifically a baby, that's just thinking outside the box a little bit. Something that could go up on the wall that would look nice, because something that's really popular right now for baby rooms are not looking at the baby room. They always, looking a little fancier, having some different all the time.
Right. No, I agree. I think, it doesn't have to be specific to your product necessarily, as long as it's something within that niche, or, again, thinking who your target audience is. If you're selling a dog toy, obviously we're not targeting dogs, we're targeting the owners of those dogs. Okay, so if you're on the main page of the site, a good way to be able to check how much traffic is this site actually getting, I use a Chrome extension called Alexa Traffic Rank. Okay, so you can literally go to the Google Chrome store, download it for free, and then I let that kind of, hold on, there we go. I just reset my computer. So, okay. So this right here is actually going to tell us a lot about this site right here. So this is actually not a high ranking site at all. So if it was me, I probably wouldn't actually use this site. Okay. So that's something you always want to check ahead of time. What kind of traffic are they getting? There's no data on this traffic in the US and worldwide. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. I mean, it's almost 2 million ranked in the world. So they don't get a huge amount of traffic. But what's great about this app is, look at this. They give you some similar sites that you can take a look at, and then they link you right to it. So then you could look at it and say, okay, why don't I look at these ones? And then when you finally hit on one of those, then you can see what the traffic on that is. And maybe you notice on that one, it's got a great traffic rank, and we know that it's getting a lot of people to that site. Okay, well, we're going to get a lot more eyeballs on our product at that point too. And that's why I'm saying spread it out too. Like, give yourself 5 or 6 different sites. This outlet company right here probably has 5 or 6 different bloggers and 5 or 6 different YouTubers and influencers that they're working with constantly to drive as much traffic as they possibly can, so that they don't have to worry about that being in a competitive market.
Yeah, my daughter right now, she's sleeping, is wearing an owlette, and my wife found it from a blog. That's it. That's where we ended up buying it on Amazon, but that's where she found out about it, is this mommy blog. They were talking about it. It's the greatest thing ever. Your kids shouldn't sleep without it. And they're like $350. They're not cheap.
Nope. Oh no, definitely not. Let's see. Let me see where we're at in the chat here. We're gonna do some Q&A now, guys. We'll see who's got some questions here. We'll go through some anything you guys want to talk about. You want to talk about if you want to talk about external traffic, we'll talk more external traffic. If you want to talk about crypto, we'll talk that. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we're here for you. Let's see who's got some. We got a lot of comments over here. So, oh, there he is. We knew he wouldn't let us down. We knew he'd be here.
Nope.
Let's see. Josh, you guys should schedule these calls in StreamYard. It will send out notifications to all your subscribers in different intervals until you go live. Awesome. Good to know, buddy. Thank you. I will start doing that. I don't know why I show up as Facebook user. I did the URL way back when. Can you provide it again? Yeah, I think when we posted in the groups, Francis, I think it actually shows up on there. There's a link right on there that it says you can just give StreamYard permission to be able to use your name for it. What's going on? How we doing? Uh-oh, Dan. She's watching you. Better be on your best behavior.
She's in a good side house where she's right underneath or right above the Wi-Fi. I'm over here in Squalor with the laggy video right now.
She's probably stealing all your Wi-Fi right now.
Sucking on Wi-Fi.
Let's see. Joe says it should be in the live video description, Francis. Yeah, I believe I was going to say, I think when we put the description on there, there should be a link right in there to click on because you just have to give StreamYard your permission for it. Josh says StreamYard prefers hardline connection. That's good to know too.
I get my cable, so I apologize if I don't get that fixed. Hopefully, it'll be better.
Molly says, check out Eero for your Wi-Fi boost.
That's also good to know. I'm going to put that in my phone right now.
See, John says he uses LastPass for password saving and protection and can share access to necessary account user password with my CPA bookkeeper team, etc. LastPass. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I've never used LastPass before, but
any of those kind of apps or companies that do that kind of thing are so awful. I know Dad's got one on his phone that has all of his passwords because let's be honest, we all use different. I mean, I'm someone who uses the same password for the last 15 years, but with the crypto wallets, you couldn't use a simple dummy password. And Kyle and I, we were trying our hardest because you can remember it was a very memorable password I had for the crypto wallet phase.
Yep.
And a very long sentence actually used the password to get it right, and it for some reason wasn't right. I don't know for it too, but after 4 years, but that goes to show you gotta keep it all somewhere, not just in your head because you'll end up forgetting.
Let's see. Tam says, yo, Tam, what is going on? Tam, did you get your $25 gift card? I want to make sure you did. Josh says, us too, John. LastPass for the win. I'll have to check it out. I've never used LastPass, but I will definitely have to check that out. John says, I wonder if you might ever offer to write the copy for blogger or influencer in exchange for a free post. I have a copywriter on my marketing team, so was curious. Yeah, that could work really well. And you know, John, what I'm going to do too, anybody that is in Retail Underground, you guys get free access to templates that I use for my own personal business as well. So we're going to be dropping that in the Facebook group for everybody here shortly. Different templates and stuff like that I use to reach out to bloggers specifically to get them to allow us to be able to showcase our products on their sites and everything. So anybody that is in Retail Underground, you are going to get access to all those templates. We're going to get them all put in like a nice PDF for you to look all pretty and everything. And you guys will get access to all that stuff. Let's see. Francis said, what's that called again, Alexa? It's Alexa traffic rank, Francis. So just go to the Google Chrome store and just look up Alexa traffic rank. And it's a free download for it. And I use it all the time. I really, really like it. Like I said, it gives you the it gives you the links to like related sites and stuff like that too. So it does make it a little easier if you run into something like what we just did right there, where you can't maybe find a blogger right away or any site really that is generating a lot of traffic. They're going to give you suggested sites that are similar to that. Tam says Dan's video and sound is really glitchy. Yeah, there's definitely a big lag on it.
I am sorry, guys. I will get this taken care of. I promise. Hopefully.
Let's see. Oh, my chat jumped on me. Hold on. It moved on me. I gotta find where we were. Here we go. Lori says, if I start Shopify, can I list my books for sale and have them linked to Amazon? They're ebooks as well as paperback. These would be in addition to my Amazon products. Yeah, you can link that stuff. You want to be careful putting too many like Amazon links or anything like that on Shopify. Typically, it's okay as long as it's your own link. You want to be careful when you're doing it on Shopify is if it's like an affiliate link or something like that. Shopify doesn't really like like Amazon affiliates using their platform to do that. They would prefer us build our own website on there. But as long as it's your own product like that and you're going to promote that on there and then link it to Amazon, you should be okay. Francis says no cost or low cost external traffic options. Yes. Yeah. That's one of my favorite ones right there, Francis. Absolutely. Reach out to people that are in your space. And like I said, it doesn't just have to be bloggers, YouTubers. It works just as well. Think of how many people consume their content anymore online in general, but through blogs and through YouTube. I mean, that's basically what runs the world right now. People are, they're cutting cable to just go strictly with YouTube and some of these streaming services. For me, honestly, I'd much rather watch YouTube than I would regular cable at this point, regular TV. About the only thing I actually watch on TV is sports. Other than that, we don't really watch cable anymore, but I watch a ton of YouTube, and I've got a set of, 15, 20 different YouTubers that I watch. Pretty much anything that they put out, I'm going to watch it. These people build up audiences that trust what they're talking about. And when they trust what they're talking about, they're going to a lot of times, they're going to make their buying decisions a lot of times on what those YouTubers are saying that they're purchasing themselves, because they build that rapport with them. They build that connection to them and everything. Same thing with bloggers. You build that familiarity with it. Lori says it's always breaking up. Use the force, Dan.
I'll try.
Speaking of that, guys, watch out for, we've been teasing that Dan and I are starting a movie review YouTube channel. The first video is in editing right now. There's a lot of editing that goes into those videos, but that might be dropping by the end of the week. Hopefully. We're hoping either by the end of the week or the weekend. Friday. So we'll keep everybody posted on that. But Dan's filming in front of his sweet Death Star wall. So anybody that hasn't seen that before, Dan built himself a pretty awesome Death Star wall right there. So Molly says, are you using the free analytics and Alexa Chrome extension? Seems to have applicable data. Yeah. Hey, any type of analytics you can get, I'm a fan of. You know what? I'll take all the analytics I can find, and then I'll sit there and break it down and figure out what makes the most sense, what's the most important to what I'm trying to achieve. But if they're going to give you free analytics for everything, absolutely, I would use everything that you possibly can. Chad, what's going on, buddy? How we doing? Awesome. Tam got the gift card. And I know Josh, I think it was, I'll have to go back and watch the video. I think it was Josh won the other one. So Josh, reach out to us with your email and we will get you out your $25 gift card. We got another one coming up. We are really closing in on 500 subscribers right now. We should, I believe, pass 400 by the end of the night. Let me see where we're at here. Yeah, we're at 396 right now, so we should pass 400 probably by the end of the night. So when we hit 500, guys, we're doing another gift card giveaway. So keep smashing that like button on those YouTube videos. If you're watching on YouTube right now or tomorrow or a year from now, smash the like button for us. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Absolutely.
Shameless plug. Let's see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Francis says, Alexa, traffic rack. Oops, rank. Molly says, to piggyback on Lori's question and to clarify, can we link our Amazon FBA account to Shopify, not FBM? Yes. So you can link your Amazon FBA to your Shopify and then have Amazon do the fulfillment part of it for you. Okay. It's one of my favorite parts about Shopify. If you don't want to have to do the self-fulfillment, they will allow Amazon to do the fulfillment for you. Even if you don't link the two accounts, you still can do that. You would just create a multi-channel fulfillment order in Amazon. The problem with doing that a lot of times, though, if they're not linked and you do it manually, the problem is Amazon doesn't give you a tracking number right away. Okay, they give you like an order number and shipping number or shipping ID or whatever it is, but they don't actually give you the tracking number. Sometimes you don't get it at all. If they're shipping it themselves, sometimes you don't get it at all. If they're using FedEx, UPS, anybody else to do it, normally it's UPS. If they're shipping via UPS, then you will get the tracking number, but it's going to take them, a couple days to get that around for you and get it sent out. Or if you chose expedited shipping, you might get it the next day. The problem with that is if you get a lot of orders, it becomes really confusing and really tough to be able to track all of that stuff. So I would definitely set it up where it's all connected. And then literally just at the end of every day, every couple days, however often you need to do it, you just go in there and tell it that you want to get your fulfillment for all your orders taken care of, and it'll notify Amazon. Amazon will take care of everything for you, and you don't have to worry about it. And if you want, Molly, what we can do is we can cover that in another live stream. We'll do I'll do a screen share for it and show everybody kind of how to get all that set up. We don't have time for it tonight, and I would need to set up just kind of like a fake Shopify account for it and everything in order to be able to do it. So we don't have time tonight, but if you want to do that in a future one, we'll put that on the schedule for it. Joe says he doesn't remember if he mentioned it or not, but he got his first 2 Etsy sales over the weekend. Joe, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, he did say it today, but that is awesome. Congratulations!
It is.
I hope you keep getting more.
I love Etsy. That's fast becoming one of my new favorites. I really like selling on it.
Off.
What's that?
I said you've really taken off on there.
Yeah, no, Etsy's been doing really, really well, and Etsy's my most profitable platform. So that'll be now my 4th 6-figure platform that I sell on for it. So that's really exciting. And now that I'm focusing a little bit more on that, that's growing very, very nicely. So I'm really looking forward to continuing to expand that and everything. But if you're not on Etsy, you should definitely take a look at selling on it. I kind of wrote it off for the longest time, and I wish I wouldn't have, because it actually ended up being, it has been a great site. And, it's kind of one of those, it's very similar to Amazon. Once you start getting that traction, you're going to get ranked higher and higher in the search results. And that's really when the sales start coming in. And they're a hell of a lot easier to deal with than Amazon. I will definitely say that. I've never had to once call Etsy. Their platform is really simple to be able to navigate once you learn it. The hardest part of it is just kind of learning the keyword part of it. But if you're used to doing Amazon FBA, the keyword part of it's very similar. But their customer service is great. The customers on there are really good. They're always grateful for getting those products and everything, and you don't have to deal with all the bullshit like hijackers and stuff like that you deal with on Amazon.
That's something you guys are going to find when we talk about pain. But these what do you want to call them? These boutique sites, I guess for lack of a better word, the customers on there just are so much more chill. Honestly, they are. They're just such better customers to have online.
Absolutely. No, and like I said, and it's when you don't have to deal with things like I said, like hijackers. I mean, that it's like the bane of my existence when it comes to Amazon. You know, I've been very successful with Amazon, but dealing with hijackers and you know, just some of that stuff right there, that it can be very, very frustrating. And when you don't have to deal with that stuff, it's kind of a breath of fresh air, which is nice.
Absolutely.
John, when setting up a website for the purposes of Jane.com selling, do I hire someone to build out a WordPress site or Shopify site? So between the two, John, I would do Shopify, just because if you do decide that you want to maintain that site after you get your approval, Shopify, in my opinion, at least, is a lot easier to maintain. WordPress can be a little bit more difficult. It's not as user friendly. So that's definitely, if it was my choice, at least, I would say Shopify, but you don't even have to do that if you don't want to. I know, and this is more if you have a product already up on Amazon, but if you have an Amazon product, anybody that's looking to kind of get set up with a website and everything for the purposes of applying for Jane, you can use like Helium 10 portals. You know, we've had a lot of students that have been able to just use Helium 10 portals, and it's worked for them getting that approval. And then at that point, if you decide you want to actually, you know, get an e-commerce site, you can, or you don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Lori says, congrats, Joe. Yes. No, that's huge. And Joe, what you find is if you keep at it and the sales start to get more and more consistent on Etsy, you know, as they start to rank you higher in their search algorithm, as you get more and more sales, you'll get ranked higher, and then it gets easier to generate sales on there. Tam says, congrats, Joe. Absolutely. Let's see. Molly says, yes, please, on the Shopify topic would be awesome. Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, we can do that. Etsy's totally my favorite. The customers are amazing. It's quickly becoming, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely, it's up there with Jane, I would say. Those two have been very, very good. Sean says, best customer service ever. They do have very, very good customer service, and just the customers in general on there are typically always very, very happy and excited to get the products.
Yep.
Sean says, wish we could have more than 13 tags though. So Sean, something that you can do, and I actually went over, we did an Etsy tutorial in Retail Underground. So you have to have been in Retail Underground to be able to see that. Anybody, again, that's interested in that, shameless plug, use the link below, and you can get in, and Dan and I will talk about that in a minute. But what I did on there, and there's a YouTube video that I actually put out about this as well, to make those 13 tags go further, don't duplicate keywords in those. Okay. So, you know, I did a long tutorial, in one of our Retail Underground sessions where I screen shared and spent pretty much most of the hour going through Etsy and how to do everything on there. But one of the things we talked about was not reusing keywords in your tag. So for instance, like, I think I'm trying to remember the product we used. I think it was like an elephant wall art or elephant canvas, I think was the word that we used. That was the product. So if we have elephant canvas, and that's one of the keywords we put in there. The next thing that we want to make sure we're doing is putting similar keywords in there, but we don't want to repeat that. So we don't want to repeat canvas, and we don't want to repeat elephant if we can help it. Excuse me. So what you would do is basically you would change it up to like animal wall art. So it's basically the same thing, and you're getting extra keywords in there. Or maybe instead of doing animal, maybe you do like a location. Where would people find elephants? Africa. So African wall art, or maybe something that would be assimilated with elephants, like a safari wall art, you know, stuff like that, where we're getting all those additional keywords in there that people may be able to find us on. And then, you know, you might duplicate some of them, and that's okay, but try to get as many additional words in there, and it really makes your tags go a lot further. The other thing too is long tail keywords. You know, go as long on those as you can. Don't do shorter. Shorter's worse on that. Go with the long tail one, so that again, you can get as many keywords out of those tags as possible. Let's see. John said, good call, Francis. Francis said credit goes to Kyle and Josh on that decision for Helium 10 portals. Yeah. Simple way to be able to kind of get that set up. And it really doesn't take that long to do. Very user-friendly, Helium 10 portals. Anybody that's not using Helium 10, what are you doing? You should definitely be using Helium 10. All right. Josh says, have you guys tested tags and images? And if so, is there any way to test to see if it actually works? So I use tags in all of my images. I don't think it can hurt. I don't know if it helps or not, but I do the same thing even on like Shopify. So for Shopify, just to increase SEO, even just a little bit more, any titles or any like really important keywords that I want to try to make sure get out there as much as possible, I will rename the photo with that. Same thing on Amazon, and then on Etsy, I've been doing that with any of my most popular tags. I'll try to get as many of those in the title of that picture as I can, or at least do like one tag for every picture. You're going to have a few tags left over, but try to get as many of those in there as you can. I don't know that it makes a huge difference, but I don't think it can hurt either. I think it at least helps somewhat.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We rename all our images with keywords and add keywords to the image tags. Just no way of proving it works. That we've tested or found. Yeah, same here. It's hard to say. I think overall it probably helps, but it's probably impossible to actually find out whether or not, if it would make a huge difference for it or not. Sean says, can we place keywords in other places? So the other thing that I would do is any other information that you're filling out about the product, again, use that as an opportunity to try to get any additional keywords in there, where they've got in there like materials, shape, anything like that. If you have a particular material that gets used a lot in the product, or maybe it's just a really highly searched keyword, use that to your advantage and put that in the, put that in there. So if you have a product that uses, I don't know, cotton, let's say cotton is like the material that gets used most in there, but it's also a really, really popular keyword for that product. Make sure that's in there for materials, because that's, again, it's going to help you get, even though you might not use cotton in any of the tags or any of the title or anything like that, you can still have it somewhere in your listing so that Etsy's algorithm will pick up on that. The other thing I would do too is test out, different listings, try to create 2 or 3 duplicates of a listing and just test out different keywords, different tags, different titles, different thumbnail picture, and maybe different price points too. And just see, is there one specific combination that converts better than the others, or maybe you get a couple of them that do really well. So, always be willing to test different things, and always try to test as many different things as you can, because I think it's important ultimately. Let's see. I've looked at how much it is to sell on Etsy. Does it vary at all, or is it locked in set number percentage of each item sold? I believe it should be the same for each item that you sell. A lot of it, I believe, depends on the actual product itself. I'd have to dig a little deeper into that, to be honest with you, just to see if I'm getting any differences in mine. But I believe they're charging me the exact same on each one of my products, no matter no matter which one it is. I believe I'm getting charged the same amount percentage wise for it. I have 9 listings with a different thumbnail pick for each listing. Yeah, I test them all out. That's how I got started with it, was trying to put as many different listings on there as you can, and change thumbnail pictures. Francis, I would even go through there and change some of the, and you can go in and edit it right now if you want to. Anytime you can go in and edit them. Change the tags, change the descriptions and the titles, and all that type of stuff. Try to switch it up on each one of them, just to see, like, is there one that generally works better than the others. Josh says Etsy's 5% plus a 3% transaction fee and 25 cents. Okay, that I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I can go back and double check mine, but I believe it should be pretty much that across the board. And Another reason I like them, their fees are not that high comparative to some of the other options out there. What else we got, guys? We got a couple minutes. Josh says he's going to go in and learn more about multiple listings. Yeah. The nice thing with those, Josh, is you can go in and duplicate a previous listing. You can copy it, and it will literally copy the entire thing. And then you just make any necessary changes that you want to make for it. So you go in there and just copy it, and then you can change your title. You can change any of that stuff anytime that you want to. Bart says no call tonight, rescheduled to tomorrow. Sorry, no problem. No, I saw that, Bart. I was going to message you back here once we were done here anyway. So yeah, not a problem at all. All right, so we did have a lot of people asking as well about bookkeeping. We had mentioned, Dan and I had mentioned that we have a really, really good bookkeeper, and she was interested in bringing on some new clients and everything. So anybody that is interested in contacting Rebecca, who is our bookkeeper, reach out to Dan or I, and we will get you guys the information for it. She sent over a whole bunch of different things for it. And what we're going to do, because we're still trying to get all of the different payment platforms and all that stuff for it set up and integrated, reach out to us. We will get you the pricing information for it and everything. I believe Francis actually has already been in contact with her. If I'm not mistaken, I was talking with Rebecca today, and I believe Francis actually already is scheduling something and setting something up with her. So anybody that is interested, reach out to either Dan or I through Messenger, and we will get you guys the information on that. And then we can kind of go from there for it. Lori says, me.
Most of the talking about, given my lag, I'm letting you do most of the
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Keep it.
Francis says, yes, she contacted her. She's training it. Yes, she is training a new accountant. So she's been really, really busy this week, but she is she's phenomenal at what she does, and I know that she's planning on opening up some hours for all you guys. She's got a really good system in place for it. She's been working on mine, I guess, at this point, and my dad's stuff and Dan's stuff now for the last 6 or 7 months. Mm-hmm. So she understands all of the e-commerce stuff at this point. And like I said, hey, if she can navigate my crazy ass businesses and how many things I've got going on at once, she can pretty much navigate just about anybody's stuff, I think.
Absolutely. There's never been a worse statement ever said.
Let's see. Leroy says, was dealing with COVID problems, so it prolonged me signing up tonight for Retail Underground. Appreciate it, brother. Use the discount code that I gave you guys. Anybody that is interested, hold on. Sorry guys, I got like 7 people messaging me about wanting to get in touch with Rebecca. Anybody that is interested in Retail Underground, we do this 3 nights a week. We go live, we screen share, we answer questions, we have a good time. Anybody that's interested, we do, like I said, 3 live sessions every week, $47 per month. If you guys are interested, I'll post the discount code on here. So we are doing a 25% off lifetime discount for it. So anybody that is interested, use that code right there, get 25, and you'll get 25% off. Like I said, we cover basically every topic under the sun that you can think of in terms of making money, whether it is e-commerce, we're talking Amazon, we're talking Shopify, Etsy. I'm going to be unveiling Jane.com on YouTube over the next, probably next week. I'm going to be filming some of it tomorrow because I have a deal that's going live and everything. So we're going to kind of do like a live look at it, or just kind of like we'll kind of go through all of it like a day in the life type of thing for that. But then we're actually going to start incorporating Jane as part of this as well. And then we also talk cryptocurrency, investing, all sorts of stuff. So anybody that is interested, use the link right here, the Linktree link right there. Go sign up for Retail Underground, and then and then use that code GET25. It'll save you 25% off lifetime. So it'll bring it down to, I think, $35. So, and we're going to be dropping all sorts of different templates for everybody in there as well. So like I said, we're going to have templates in terms of if you want to reach out to bloggers, YouTubers, we've got that in there. If you're setting up your Shopify and you want to learn how to do follow-ups with customers more effectively, text marketing, we're going to cover that on one of these ones coming up too, because text marketing is huge. My ROI on that is ridiculous. So we're going to cover all that stuff too. Are any of those retail? Yes, everything is recorded. So if you sign up, you're going to get an email that gets sent right to you after signing up. That'll give you a link to the private Facebook group. We will grant you access once we can verify the email information for it. We'll give you access to it, and everything is right in the Facebook group right there. All the pre-recorded or all the videos that we've previously done are all right in there for it. Mm-hmm. Josh says he needs to get his video done soon then. Yes. Yeah. Josh is kind enough to film a short video for us about Jane and kind of their process of helping get approval on there and everything, which has been really, really helpful for a lot of students. So that's pretty awesome. I'm excited for when that's ready. Yeah. And Josh, reach out to us, email us. Here, let me put this on there. There we go. Email us at that email right there, and we'll get you your $25 Amazon gift card. All right, guys. Anybody else with questions before we end it?
Yep, we got one more. We'll do one more.
Tam says Jane asked her for a sample of one of her products. Really? That'd be a first right there, Jane or Tam. I have never been asked for a sample of a product. I know it's something that they used to do, but during COVID, I hadn't ever been asked for a sample. I don't believe. You know what? I think Dad got asked for a sample one time. Trying to remember, but Dad actually might have.
That makes me wonder though.
What's that?
I was gonna say it makes me. I'm sure it's probably for review, but one thing they're really trying to kick off in 2021 is this Jane Live thing too, where they sell it online live and they pick different products, and I think that's what they're starting to do more. They want to touch and feel themselves. So you never know. Maybe that's what it's for too. Maybe they just want to take a look at it for that. Tam, that'd be kind of a cool. That'd be a first too. And that's a fingers crossed.
Let's see. Sean says Jane Academy. So Dan and I are working on the workshop for it. So that'll be out to anybody that is in that program. That'll be out there momentarily for everybody for that. Tam says she's going to send them one for review. Yeah. Like I said, I've never been asked for one personally, but yeah, Dad says he was asked for one. I thought he was, and I'm pretty sure all he had to do was just send it out to that address, and then they ended up approving it if he wanted to go forward with it as a product. But yeah, he says it was an electronics one that he was considering. Okay, I do remember him having to send one out there. So I think typically they do approve those. I think it's more just a lot of times if it's something that they deem might be some kind of a safety issue or something like that for it, just to verify that they're not going to get any hot water with it. Let's see. Yes. Send us the message that you got back, Tam. We'll definitely take a look at it. Lori says, when you get a second, can you verify that I've signed up? I thought I already signed up, but can't find a receipt. For Retail Underground, Lori, yes, you should be in there because you're in the Facebook group. If it didn't send you a receipt, let us know, and we will get one emailed out to you. It should have sent something over, but like I said, if it didn't, let us know, and we'll get that sent out for you.
Yeah, similar to laggy internet. we've been having issues with the payment. We had to switch over to PayPal. It's been a whole mess, but we're getting it fixed. So,
oh yeah, there's always something. It's never easy in business, right? But you take lemons, you make lemonade out of it. So, all right, I think that should do it tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody being on, and anybody that is in Retail Underground, we will see you guys tomorrow night, same time. Anybody that's not, again, if you're thinking about joining, use that link that is scrolling up across the bottom right there, and just click on the link to join Retail Underground. Anybody that is looking for one-on-one coaching, I am going to be doing one-on-one coaching, and it doesn't have to just be Amazon related. Okay. I do 6 figures on Amazon, Shopify, Etsy, and Jane. We can cover any of that. We can talk cryptocurrency if you want to. Doesn't matter. We will do one-on-one Zoom calls. John can tell you. John and I have actually had a couple of them already, and it's a lot of fun. You know, we have a good time with it. We learn a lot, and we'll do all sorts of, you know, it can be screen share, whatever you want to talk about. And I think in the last 2 calls, John and I have talked about everything from Amazon to Etsy to Shopify. So I think we talked Jane too. Yeah, we talked all 4 of them. So, you know, lots of different options out there, guys. So anybody that is interested, there's a sign up in there as well. It's a 1-hour session that we do, and there's a booking calendar right on there for it too. So that's all I got. You got anything else, Dan?
No, I would love to keep talking, but I think I have everyone. So I will. I'll get it fixed tomorrow. I promise, peeps. But until then, have a good night, guys.
All right, guys. Everybody have a great rest of your night, and we will see you guys tomorrow.